made the mammy bad demonstration and they said, "You part watching now, Calamse, and then 1 year, pepper. Now I buy so about a young baby, and so after 1 year, 1 year, I think what I Calamse, no, I am West. Get your money, Bawumia, Mutala, Muneru, Mama Kenya, Mama phone is in any Mama phone. And I'm saying, when I don't go, I'm just mobile for the Naka was said by this time, Cabana, you be more than I'm saying. And so I think rather I am West. There's you.
Well, yeah, the Aquacoma, judiciary, yeah, the Bissau Aquacoma, parliament, a seat of president. I can said, near Kosono, Anosha, and then Mofra, young people, Etro Magina, Yaya to say Casapre, who are buying near Chiomudu, Ubawa, near Bandacho, Wusha Casapin, which Biani, Bibiana, the car buying this or no one yard. Let's see the food here, don't continue. The Judice, and no, am I a cabinet and cabia memory and question. Mititum said to be a Casana Nosh. Yen now within target of insult, target of false accusation. But you confront this insult and false accusation with the no credit baby now. What's in the partner said, okay, no credit. Next time, a young man from foul. My parents to say, you come from any young people in Casabuash on Yama. Then the next generation are yet to tell them about the deal of mine anymore. And a Benny, and also the more cabinet cabia mine. There can say, when you can say, when NASA from yet to trade democracy cabinet cabia, a big go through different phases and difficulties. And we say, yes, a young so movie. Casa the air wanted, and also just a buying fun movie, our near man now, and so a na ye nano ye de kasapa kasade ni e chira ban so se no ye no o man Ghana na for the share that's
all the difficulties, negativities, obviously I no pana ko we go tell radio so e do attempts all day all night. I was so ni bibika because we go can say hey and I person go for count once a man. I mean all of these things, but they don't disturb me and they don't derail me. They don't divert me from the project ahead of me.
And it's a 2024. They go for two Ghana for to something for two aba. Mahama in a bam for Omunya 2/3 in parliament. 2/3 in parliament. Mina and so money. After the Omuba Bamua, they had my phone and you try more. Yeah, prosecute Akoko Kraka. All my teacher, Pastor Mucha Akoko and the camp. Nanny saying, Go Mama dear, what failure of mine, and I to any moments and trap for minimum Pasa. What any mumu of Promoha, Pamana Mafo, at okay, FM, neat FM. At Mikas and another put down for when you were Buase. And another one. President Mahama, a Yusuf group of people decide. When we are set our people, when we are team mafias, they were promo and a muntia trade. Your mama in a buying before. Mama Padre. Your mama promising Ghana for me when you say what the 24-hour economy back. It's not more colorful from the Panadu. Malata phone from the Panadu. Kajatia phone from the Panadu. Not a market from the Panadu. Canasi market from the Panadu. So, and then your mama was only Ghana. The Pacha Femi Ama. If you palladium, or do more palladium, the person is our Pania Samba, Miridium, Mr. Bibisa. They say freedom of speech is a freedom of speech, you know, and yet you may be more Ghana. And yet, Mom, come and so no so come with your my way. Today, Rebecca said, I won't say Rebecca, yes, Rana, and the charity doors to do. Some mono, and yet, my when they saw you, tomorrow, in Sonia, my young today, Yahuti, she and Kosuma, you don't cry and talk. Of I action on tongue chain, no quite monosoma, I don't much Ghana. Yahuti, Medasi.
On with the handset, they've been trained to be outspoken. They will not always get it right. some of us have been at the receiving end of some of the insult, but you do not confront insult with unwarranted arrest. The democracy that we're practicing today is gradually having a trait of culture of silence, where anytime the government feels uncomfortable, anytime the presidency feels uncomfortable, whoever is at the tail end or being the person that would utter those words of discomfort, the person is quickly arraigned before the court and sentenced, giving bail conditions and giving all kinds of treatment. And I don't think that is proper. A young lady is serving a jail term for 1 year. Somebody did repeat a pastor's words. He buried 32 cows, and the person is today in jail. That is not democracy. What we are seeing today is a deliberate attempt to erode the gains of democracy, deliberately. And then the weaponization of bail conditions. I don't think that is what we bargained for. And as I speak on behalf of my party, and again on behalf of the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, we are concerned about this culture of silence that is deliberately being introduced by this government. And I don't think that even we witness this under military regime, because President Mahama, as a known Democrat, should know better. Democracy will not always be comfortable with the words we hear. On daily basis, some of us are being insulted. But the fact that you have power today does not mean you use it to the dangerous disadvantage of the vulnerable.
Our democracy. And we think that we should signal to the executive that what is happening is not the best, and that they should pay attention and listen to what Ghanaians are saying. Indeed, we have seen these signals in bits and pieces. And you see, the making of dictatorship is not really foisted on a nation in one fell swoop. Usually they come in bits and pieces. So if you don't flag these matters, perhaps the executive may not observe that what they are doing is wrong. The proverb is given to all of us that the trailblazer may not know that the path he's leaving behind is crooked, which is what we in the NPP want to signal today.
So you think are there signs of autocracy at the moment?
There are signs that the executive is endeavoring to really force itself strongly on the populace, which is not what is required of them. Now, look at what is happening within the judiciary. The selective justice that is going on, right?
The selective justice?
Absolutely.
Talk to me about that.
People were insulting Akufo-Addo. Which president in this country had been bastardized, taken to the cleaners than Akufo-Addo? Today,
but people were arrested.
How many people were arrested?
In fact, between 2022 and 2024, about 30 of such cases were reported where people were picked up. 2022 and 2024, about 30.
And how many now?
I think 15 or so.
You think?
Yeah.
You think how many?
15.
50.
15.
So, please, let's be truthful to ourselves. Let's be truthful to ourselves. I told you that the making of a dictator will not start with just one day, right? So what we need to raise the red flags that what is happening is not the best. Today, even TikTokers are invited without being offensive to the president. It's not true that the president himself has said of the then sitting president Akufo-Addo that Akufo-Addo had indicated to us, he had assured the nation that he wasn't going to steal from the public purse, because Akufo-Addo knew that his brothers and cousins were going to steal for him, and he mentioned names. He mentioned the name of Gabi Ochedako. He mentioned the name of Nana Santi Bedietu. He mentioned the president's own brother, Bumpty, that they are going to steal for him. Did the president have any record that they were thieves? He said so. I remember in 2007, when we were gunning to elect our presidential candidates, when Kufuor was about exiting, the chairman of the NDC, my own friend Sidin Ketia, he mounted a platform and said that, well, the contest that involves 17 of our compatriots in the NPP was amongst thieves to elect the king thief.
He said 17 glorified thieves.
Right? He said, a cromford doom so you cromford penny a year NDC for your home. Is that not the case? That was the greatest insult. That all 17 of them were thieves. What happened to them?
Today, I think the biggest thing that has brought all of us out onto the streets is a fight for pillars of our democracy that are being dismantled by this administration. Every Ghanaian will attest to the fact that assumption of office, this government has got a lot of goodwill. They've got literally the acquiescence of the media and civil society to do good things, to create jobs, to improve the well-being of the everyday Ghanaian. Unfortunately, all that they are spending their time doing is dismantling the pillars of democracy. The reasonable removal of the Chief Justice. Now in the courts, the computerized system for allocating cases doesn't operate anymore. When a case comes up, there are about 2 or 3 judges who are assigned to be the ones who should adjudicate on those matters. And even during vacation, when the superior courts have gone on vacation, they haven't requested, but they've been given special warrants to fast track and railroad people in. You look at what is happening when it comes to people's rights to free expression. A pastor says he buried 32 cows to help the NDC come to power. He is not arrested and jailed. A TikToker associated with the NPP who repeats it is the one who gets arrested and jailed for a year. All sort of things that are going on that are essentially undermining the pillars of our democracy.
What do you make of the numbers today?
Very massive, very massive. This shows that NPP is alive. We are ready for 2020 elections because the hardship is too much. We all can see what is going on in this country. You cannot even speak your mind. Yoko will come for you. National Security will come for you. BNI will come for you. Just because you speak your mind as a Ghanaian. That is why we are doing this.
There are those who are saying that these people are essentially flouting the rules, committing offenses, saying things that amount to threats.
President Mahama benefits from these things. Have you forgotten that they even accused the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, killing his wife before he became a president of Ghana? This country belongs to all of us. And no bagawaya. This is our country. We are Ghanaians. And nobody can bully us. When it comes to this country, NPP is number 1. And we believe in democracy. That is why we are having a peaceful democracy. And inshallah, I thank all the NPP for massive turnout of this demonstration. And inshallah, 2028, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be president of Ghana.
Thank you very much. That is the National Nasara officer of the New Patriotic Party.
We are not against accountability, but we are against selective justice. And the MP makes a contribution on the floor, and the next moment is invited by Yoko. Look at the onerous bail conditions. Even their own leaders are complaining. Honorable Harun Idrisu has complained about the onerous bail conditions. Honorable Muntaka, the Interior Minister, has also complained on the House floor. So we are expressing our views on how the government is being run. You see, as a country, we must end this vicious cycle of you do me, I do you. I've been talking about this for quite some time now. I don't say this because it is my people who are going through this situation. I say this because all my life I've believed that we can do politics in a very decent way. I believe in that decent approach in politics. Pay attention to the core issues. If you leave Accra and going deep into the hinterlands, you see the serious underdevelopment in our country. That should be what should occupy our minds as political leaders. All right? For me, if they don't stop, it will be difficult for the moderates in NPP to also calm the nerves of the extremists when NPP comes to office tomorrow. But is that what we want as a country? No. That's not what we want. That's not what we want.
You may also have heard the critique say, why would Nana B and the NPP decide, say, on a solemn day, our mining in our air kai are 8 fallen heroes, or Bawumia and the other 7. And NPP for you imagine some bears our demonstration way. I'm for some way insensitive.
Okay. So the Obiaka say insensitive. And Cabo Nippon
Jifaguno, for example.
Fantastic. NDC.
Yes.
If there's any, the number one insensitive person in this country, President Mahama, I'm going to tell you why. Anyway, you date with the near either. Near Nimson Besa. Secondly, you the new patriotic party to be for invitation. But, Obi, and then Anciana in so a fire on Kraha.
Yeah.
And you pay we a bread your nine. President Namurim. And now wash it, one Cosra will be from Quabusian for a man, a basin and names a well crown, Ebiano, Mammy, or Mammy, and any for more than 14 a woo. In fact, do you know what the president did? The following day, their Thanksgiving service as a white Cosaye. Jifagun, who is more insensitive than the number one gentleman of the land? And if 40 in a parish, 40 anyway.
Not number need do 40.
Oh yes. Now up to no go more 45 more pet them to my
no more yes
40 and a film 40 na film President Mahama an kwasra mo wan kan hwe wan e bia no nam helicopter mu oyewiem mo si for man so FM no kwatra Jubilee then say o accident na si kuma se kwan mu no
yeah nipa 21 and rechi
yes nipa say
21
see na President Mahama he was enjoying reggae song in Jamaica.
Also, all state festival.
Exactly. He was enjoying reggae song. Reggae who is more insensitive when, if up to now, can issue statement? We are in the such a gory situation. Oh, when you so. Okamboma, nice, and you pack a cacobe at your son 70 and a film. Be say presidency and you should even a community say near sequence you there say a bush for much romadisha with a hard drink when you see there be anibi any perform so for president nam helicopter man one we no kwatran Jubilee we mu so we no so or say enjoy reggae song e Jamaica Jifago who is more insensitive enti anasa any part your son no and lives no a o mewu no and no dear and some fata and no dear yashi to us demonstrating and fighting for the soul and the spirit of our democracy is also very important to us.
Okay.
And penifo free mu ya NPP ya kan yen penifo nyina be kan ho yen nyina Ghana mu nyina kan bo mu ene ye yi se na me kan mi ni a share date dada. But if they go that line, now Obi can be insensitive. If there is anybody Obi so be insensitive party and a president. So Jifagonu is the president of the republic, President Mahama, who is more insensitive. Go nipa 40 wu ye no on a helicopter mu wan kohwe busuafobia wan busakra se baby a omoda na busuafo nothing ye wie enipa wu ewo eye enkan kumase kwan so o ma hye not in yan fa letter krata ba kokra ma anka bibia kran so mo tama de ni sie no na ye president of Jamaica, he was enjoying reggae songs.